everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm so glad that you're here with me. If you're new, my name is Misha. Please leave a comment down below and let me know that you're new so I can say hello to you personally. I would love that. And today we're going to be making 4 different dinners, and each of them come out to $1 per serving or less. So I'm super excited about this. This is the last Tuesday video of Frugal February, so this is my last long one here. I hope you guys enjoyed this installation. Please let me know in the comments below if you did. That really helps me grow, and I really just like hearing your thoughts as well. So let's get into the video. Vegan pot pie. I got these boys for about 39 cents on clearance, so that was nice. Here's all the ingredients, a couple more maybe. Here's my recipe I'm going off of that I'll put down below. Let's get going. So if you've seen me cook on this channel before, you probably know that I followed the recipe to a point, but I also made some nice little shortcuts in here for you. So I will leave my shortcuts down below and let you know exactly how I did this. The original recipe called for you to cook all fresh vegetables from scratch, but as you can tell from the little preview, I used canned vegetables in this, and it made it much easier and much quicker as well. So now that I have my little roux going here, is it called a roux? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what you call this. Anyways, I'm adding in a little bit more liquid here based on the directions. So a little bit of vegetable broth added in here, and it allows it to thicken up even more. And then I'm going to be adding some plant milk too. I'm pretty sure I figured out that pot pie, the main taste or the main ingredient that you need in it is celery salt. I am not one that likes celery at all. I kind of hate it actually. I don't know if it's the texture or the taste or both, but when you add celery salt in, it just gives it that nice homey feel. So as you can see here, I had some fresh carrot that I wanted to use up, so I cut some of that up and put it in, and then I'm just putting the extra 2 cans of mixed vegetables in with it. I forgot to mention that I did double this recipe, so again, I'm a little lazy, or what I like to refer to as efficient a lot of times. We went through a whole pie in one night, so it's a good thing that I did go through 2. These little pie tins don't actually hold as much as if you were to make it out of like a glass dish, of course, but I used what I had and it was already pre-made and everything like that, so it actually worked out great. So all of the ingredients for this recipe for both pot pies cost me less than $5, and it's actually a pretty quick recipe. So if you cut each pie into 6 each, that's roughly 40 cents per serving. I did factor in a clearance item or 2, so it would still be around $5, but you can make it even cheaper by making your own pie crust too. Here's the final product. We ate it up too quickly for me to show you one piece, so sorry about that, but just trust me that it was really good. So as you can tell, this week I had some carrots I needed to use up. The next 2 recipes I can assure you will not have carrots, but I'm using this one up as my sushi rice is cooking to make a vegetable fried rice. This is the first time that I'm making this recipe, and it turned out pretty good. I kind of just wung it. I don't know how you say it, but either way, I kind of threw it all together. I lightly went off a recipe, but I was using up my Just egg and thought it would be a really great recipe to try my hand at fried rice. So I mentioned that I'm not a fan of celery. I'm also not really a fan of onion. I do like onion flavor, but raw onion especially, no, it ain't for me. So instead of cooking up some onion and throwing it in, I decided to use this grater mincer tool that my husband got me for Christmas. Now I'm throwing in all the other ingredients. I got some garlic, some carrot. I put in the, what is that called? Soy sauce. And I'm putting in some riced edamame that I had on clearance as well. And to finish off the vegetable portion of this recipe, I'm adding in another can of mixed vegetables, and then I will soon put in the rice and finish the dish. Just for reference, this is about a third bottle of the just egg, so about 2 to 3-ish eggs. So all the ingredients in this recipe came out to around $4.50. Again, I used some clearance items, so that definitely helped. There was probably about 6 to 8 servings in this entire pot, depending on how big you want your servings. So with that being said, about 50 to 70 cents per serving.
Classic spaghetti with some lentils for a little extra protein, some homemade spaghetti sauce, and some cashew parmesan. I could also add about half of this in. That's a good tip too, is if you have some lentils, they're really great for bulking up your mock meats. So if you, because they can be pretty expensive, so if you do half of your actual recipe and do the other half with lentils, or if you're making a double batch, 1 lentil, 1 mock meat, of course, then it'll last a little bit longer, and so will your dollars.
So all the ingredients in this recipe came out to around $5. The 2 pounds of pasta, as well as a homemade sauce that I factored in about $1 or $2 for a store-bought sauce, and it comes out to around 50 cents per serving.
Okay, now that this is all cooked up with a little bit of sauce in, I'm gonna go ahead and add the lentils here. Mix these in, put a little bit more sauce in there, it should be good to go. You can add mushrooms or onions or whatever you want or have on hand too. It'll bulk this up a little bit more as well. And here is the final product. I found some fresh Parmesan after I got the other out, so I did both actually. Just a simple little nice pasta dish. Alright, we are going to be making calzones. I'm going to use some Alfredo, maybe. Otherwise, I'm just going to use regular spaghetti sauce. We got some black olives here. Got some chokes. Got some jalapenos. Got some hot mummies. We didn't know what they were called because we got them from the farmer's market and froze them, but we tasted them in their house. So those are for my husband. Some just cut up bell pepper. Got some feta and some mozzarella style cheese, along with some mushrooms. Now that this is sufficiently puffed up, it's gonna go on the pans, and calzones it is.
What are we eating tonight?
Pizza.
No.
Calzone.
Alright, so the calzones were a special treat. I think I like the calzones more than I like pizza. It just stays a lot more moist in the middle and it doesn't dry out. You don't even need anything to dip it in, which I usually dip in ranch. So it was overall a really nice treat. The dough for all 4 of the calzones, it costed probably around $1. It was like 5 cups of flour and a little bit of yeast and salt. And then as far as the toppings, you can get as bougie as you want to. So a couple dollars there, maybe $1 per. So overall, probably around $1 for each calzone, which mine, I only ate half. My husband ate his whole one because he's a monster. So anyways, that's all for meals that I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.